a parental figure is significant. This could be a parent or maybe like a grandparent, an auntie, an uncle. Take it how it resonates for you. Spiritual court is now in session. Okay. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. It says here a hitman. Oh, and it says here a hit woman. They tried to cause a premature death to cash in on your death. They was doing death spells on you, and it's because they had a life insurance policy. Look at this. This is crazy. So this one, yeah, look, we have here all eyes on you. All right. So there was definitely someone watching you here. They were plotting on you to see if the spell work was gonna work. You know, for you to all of a sudden get sick and pass away or get into a car accident or some bullshit, and that's not happening. They hired someone to set you up. This woman, it's a woman in particular here. They was going to set you up, but that shit didn't work, okay? So if somebody invited you somewhere, if somebody, you know, was like trying to tell you to go somewhere, anything like that, Spirit is saying, like, don't go, okay? Because it's a setup. So let's see. Tell me more. This could be something that you already picked up on, that you felt like this person was trying to set you up or something and you didn't go. Let's see. This could be your own relative doing this. Look, there's something about a deed to a property here. All right. So this could be the MO. This is why they're doing this, because there's a property, an inheritance. The number 3 could be significant. So 3 is March, a Pisces, an Aries. 3 people could be involved in this. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, about this deed to a property. So someone left you something. Somebody left you a home. They left you the deed to a property. They went and they got a life insurance policy out on you and everything. 4 of Swords. Somebody's stressed out right now. They're in contemplation. Wow. And it's because they're going to prison. Oh my goodness. All right. We got the 8 of Swords. So they know that they're going to get locked up. They know that they're going to go to prison because of what they did. Okay. Because of what they did here that they stole from you. Tell me more. Wow, you cannot make this up. They're going to the slammer. Yes, yes. Okay, that's what's happening here. Okay, tell us more about this. All eyes on you. All eyes on the collective, the hit woman. Blind loyalty. Blind loyalty. So, whoever this hit woman is that was hired to do this, with blind loyalty, they are loyal to the person that hired them. Okay, with blind loyalty, you know, they probably didn't even ask questions. They just said, okay, that's what you want me to do. I got you, no problems. Tell me where to find them or some shit. You know, like that's it. We got here a pum charge. So, wow. So, this is how they was trying to unalive you. Somebody was trying to shoot you. This is crazy. I know that sounds crazy, but listen. This is very specific. If it's not a gun charge, you know, like somebody shooting you, it was just trying to get rid of you. Again, we see here the death spells. All right. They were just trying to get rid of you somehow. Okay. So, we have here a gun charge. All right. Let's see what else. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. What else does the collective need to know? They wanted you to be wrongfully incarcerated. So these are all their tactics to get you out of the way because of the crimes that they committed. All right. They wanted you to be locked up wrongfully to get you out of the way so that you never press charges, you never testify, and they get away with their crimes and live happily ever after with this property, with whatever money was left to you on the will, you know, the usual. It says here, they have problems with the mob or the mafia now. So if they was making deals with the mob, with the mafia, now they have problems. This came out before. So definitely there's somebody that's a part of this karmic situation that has problems now with the mob or the mafia. Some type of organization. Okay, they probably owe them money or something. And now they're having issues with them. We have here going to trial for real estate fraud. So this is, again, we got real estate. We got a property here. So there's going to be a trial for this. Let's see what else comes out. This is why we have here that they're going to end up going to prison. They don't want to go to prison. But they have to go to prison because they should have never done this shit. All right, let's see. Tell us more. They're feeling powerless right now. An Aries female. So like I said, Aries with the 3. And it says conspiracy to commit. Wow, look at that. Murder. Okay, again, a hit woman, a gun charge. And we have conspiracy to commit murder. Yes, they really was on this type of time with you. Okay, you need to know that. You need to be aware. Tell us more. Look at this. An Airbnb rental. So again, something about a property here. Okay, they could have been making money off of this rental property that belongs to you. So that's more, Holy Spirit. The government, okay, the feds is involved in this. Okay, they're doing research. They're under investigation. Yeah, look, they're doing research into what they did for a payout. All right, right here, this conspiracy to unalive you, paying somebody here for this life insurance payout. We have here buying or selling a property. So again, this property keeps coming out. All right, they could have sold it. Or what I got again with the Airbnb, they're just making money off of this property, and all that money is supposed to be going to you. That's your property that was left to you, and that should be your money. And it will be. We're going to see how they're going to end up having to pay your ass back. It's going to be like that. All right, let's see what we get from here. What can we get with this hit woman? Yeah, that's her job. Look at that. The 8 of Pentacles, she is committed to this. You see how it says new job, self-employment? Like, this is what she do. All right, she's committed. She's an expert at this. She's dedicated. She's concentrated on this shit. All right, and what do we have here? Spiritual war. Okay, so the war is ancient, far older than our modern crisis, and it plays out in both human events and in the unseen realms. The spiritual battlefield is the human heart and mind. Guard both fiercely. Okay, so basically that looks like New York, but you know, the city could be significant. But basically with this right here, this is what she does for a living, and this is part of this war. Okay, this war, this, you know, good against evil, basically. All right, that's just what they do. All right, look at her energy coming out right here. All right, she's a Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is her energy, a bully. You know, she's pushy, demanding, overbearing, all of that. This is who she is. This hit woman here. She could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius with that fire energy. And we got here an Aries female. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. What else? What does the collective need to know? Taking a break. Finally saying no. Somebody's feeling burdened. They're going to release. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody... they're giving up on trying to like get their money up. This is all about money here. So the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse is getting your money. It's trying to get your money right. So with the 10 of Wands, it's becoming a burden for these people. And they don't want somebody, one person here. They don't want no parts of this. Tell me more about the 10 of Wands reverse. This is dumb. It says here, finally saying no, freedom, taking a break. It's giving like maybe somebody in this group, they don't want no smoke. Tell me more. Digital ID. Yeah, 10 of Wands, clarifying the 10 of Wands again. So look, double confirmation that they are feeling very burdened. We have it twice, 2 different decks here. And with digital ID, it says a digital ID links your movements, transaction, and history into a single trackable profile. The more your identity is centralized, the more vulnerable you are to being switched off. So we're applying these cards to this vibe, right? I just feel like movements, transaction, history, everything is being traced. That's probably why they're so scared, because everything that they're doing is being monitored. Okay, they're feeling powerless because there's somebody here with this research. They're doing an investigation on them. They're being watched, everything that they're doing. So somebody's feeling burdened. They don't want no parts of this anymore because they know that Yeah, we have here corporate profits. All right, so definitely they're feeling, you know, like they're caught basically. All right, so now with corporate profits and death, I just feel like this is the person that's connected to what they were trying to do with profiting off of your death. Okay, they know that maybe there's like a conversation or something, and they just feel burdened. Okay, they just feel burdened. Okay, so let's see what else. Pull from another pile of cards. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, confirmation. I just said that. All right, that's what I'm getting with this. Like this tracking the movements, transactions, and history. They're under investigation. Okay, research. There's research here into what they did for this money. Let's keep. Oh wow, look at that. I just said the tracking the movement. Wow, we got GPS tracking. That is crazy. So yes, so there's somebody that they're being watched and monitored. Even their movements are being watched. Wow. And we have here arrest warrants, and they know that it's a losing battle. So they know, again, they're feeling powerless. They know that this is a losing battle. They know that they're going to be going to prison, that they're going to the slammer, and that arrest warrants are going to be sent out if it hasn't already. Somebody got caught on secret camera doing something here. Again, they're being watched. Tell me more. A Libra is significant. This could be you or somebody that is involved in this. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, look, paid someone. Again, they hired the hit woman here to do this to you for money, for profit. And all of this is coming to light. Wow, we got it 2 times. They got caught on hidden camera. 2 cards right there. And look, taken in for questioning. So they got caught on camera doing something, and they're going to be taken in for questioning. Let's see what we could get with the caught on camera. Let's see. We got a security camera, caught on camera, security camera. We got it twice, Holy Spirit. What can we get with that? A Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius got caught. Look, we have here corrupt person, bribery, abuse, dirty politics, manipulative, cruel, and weakness. This is, again, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Double confirmation. A very narcissistic, cruel person. All right. Cutthroat person. All right. What do we got here? So, security cameras. Oh, so we got a couple. We got the King of Swords reverse, and we got the Queen of Swords reverse. So a couple here that they're both corrupt. They're both into dirty politics. They're both cruel, cold-hearted, cutthroat people. 2 of them. All right, the King and the Queen of Swords. And that's also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And we got a Libra here. So one of these 2 is a Libra or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? All right, financially left out in the cold. Okay, so they did this for money. All right, somebody needs to know. And now, look, they're coping. They're trying to cope. And they're up at night, losing sleep. They're scared, as they should be. They're powerless, as they should be. Because this shit is going to put them right where they belong, in prison. They was financially going through something, this couple. All right, could be a couple in your family. Because it's something, it's given like money that was left to you. A property or something that was left to you when they took it. Because they was going through some type of financial hardship. You see that? Some type of change in circumstances. So they felt like the best thing that they could do was to steal this from you. So this is an offering. Like, hey, sending a message to someone. Like, hey, this is my idea. Let's do this. So this is connecting to this life insurance. All right. They were trying to get this money off of your death. It's a couple here, okay? They got a life insurance policy out on you, and they was trying to cash in on that because they was going through some type of financial burdens. That's crazy. Like, get a fucking job, do something else, not try to unalive somebody. But hey, that's what we got going on here with these people. These are demons, and you're here to slay these motherfucking demons and put them in prison where they belong, okay? Anything from here? Nine of Swords in the reverse. So they're trying, again, right here, losing sleep. That's the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, losing sleep, sleepless nights. So in the reverse, they're trying to get out of this energy. They're trying to look for the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, look, I didn't see this came out. Somebody is on probation in this group of people, and they're going to go back to prison. We have here a parental half-brother. Somebody's brother who is only your paternal, okay? I said parental. Paternal half brother, okay? You have the same father, different mom. Is involved. Tell me more. Hush money, all right? Offered money to stay quiet. They could be offering you money to stay quiet and you don't want it. If they try to offer you the money to stay quiet, to not press charges, to not testify. All right? Somebody is a manager. Tell me more. Somebody that married into your family is involved. These years are significant. Rabbits could be significant. Somebody was born in one of these years or something happened in one of these years. All right. So if they offer you money to stay quiet or to not testify, press charges, you don't want no parts of that. They're being watched. They need to watch what they're doing because everything that they're doing is being monitored, okay? You don't want to talk to nobody. Tell them to talk to your lawyer, and that's it, okay? All right. Let me pull some states. Let's see what locations are significant. Okay, we have Washington, Missouri, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Canada, Wyoming, Massachusetts, Michigan. We have the west coast of the U.S. Anything else? Maine, South Dakota, and Tennessee. All right, let me get some names. If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation. There's a message here for you. If you see the karmic's name, there's your confirmation they're involved. If you don't see any name, that's okay. Take what resonates from this message. Leave what does not. All right, Gardner, Kia, Colleen, Naomi, Sharon, Mario, Daniel, Tirado, Jalen, Mary, Griffith, Dukes, Leisha, Thomas, Ocampo, Dylan, Mathis, Marjorie, Tutu, Dan, okay, Tutu, Dan, Armani, Padilla, Seven, Davenport, Lay, Bauer, Chanel, Gail, Villa, Christian, Drea, Riggs, and Mecca. Alfredo, Mark, Nate, Shayla, Howell, Allen, Dom, Monica, Jackie, Deborah, Millette, Charisse, Jones, Kaya, Parks, Bonelli, Givens, Edmund, Lena, Patrice, Cruz, Lakeisha, Nia, Arelis, Nunley, Tim, Barrington, Yvette, Rosie, Kennedy, and Carla. Look, we got Carla twice. Look at that. I didn't even peep that until now. So we have Terry, McGee, Ellen, Carol, Darlene, Wright, Natasha, Goldsmith, Montoya, Glenn, Carla, Luisa, Angela, Juana, Lourdes, Simpson, Croft, Gunn, Gardner, Smiley, Vargas, Bonetti. Did I say Bonetti again too? I think I did, y'all. All right. Trout, Deborah, and Hannah. La Antigua, Sarita, AJ, Faye, Rafael, Nancy, Rojas, Davis, Cynthia, Roxanne, Mello, Antonio, Man, Estelle, Milagros, Jade, Charlotte, Tyrese, Jones, Logan, Steele, Leonard, Jade, Man, and Morrison. All right, y'all. That's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual Court is now adjourned. Peace.